Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Codename Iceman. Last time, we had another torpedo battle in which we sank a submarine. I managed to get full points on one of the most difficult sections of this game, where you had to hide yourself underneath the coons. I don't think I explained that very well. The reason you were doing that is because the coons was allowed to be there, but you weren't, and so like by hiding under it, any detection would think, oh, it's just one ship, when it was actually two. Ooh. And we arrived at our destination. Now, something I probably should have explained a little bit better is that when you're looking through that periscope, and when you find the oil rig and you find the coast, shore, whatever, you had to make note of the degrees that it shows on the bottom part of that. So yeah, but we've got all that set. So we are now ready to get out of this sub. Thank goodness. So we need to get our stuff ready. I'm just going to tell you right now, there's a compartment you need to open, but when you try to open it, it'll be like, oh, it's locked. It's the key is being held by such and such. So if we go get key, we walk over to, I think this guy's name is Willie. Aye, aye, Commander, says Johnson. Here you are, sir. Alright. Now let's climb down. I think I said before that there's like no reason for this room, but I was forgetting that there's actually this thing right here. So yeah, if you try to open this before, it'll be like, yeah, you can't open it. You gotta go to this guy. Let's open cabinet. Using the key, you unlock the compartment door. And then Willie comes along. Why does he walk like that? Seriously. Now we take the scuba equipment to the escape hatch for you, sir, says Petty Officer Johnson. And luckily he takes it all for you. Alright. And then let's get... if I can get through the door... oh my gosh. Get through the door. There we go. There's some other things we remember. They were saying we need to bomb the oil rig. That will cause a distraction. You wouldn't know it, but there's actually something else in this room. It's kind of hidden, but you can kind of see it. If you say, look around. Looking around the torpedo room, you see a full complement of torpedoes, missiles, and decoys secured against the bulkhead, even though we actually ran out of decoys. Hydraulic arms and conveyors are used to move the weapons. Located on the forward bulkhead are the torpedo tube doors. You'll see a small door marked explosives. So, like, where's that door? It is right here, hidden. Oh, I did not mean to open that. No, it's not where I wanted to go. Let's do this. Open door and let him find his way over there. At the cabin, you see plastic explosives used in underwater demolition, 2 boxes of flares, and some other things that don't interest you. Alright, get explosives. Alright, get flare. Now let's get the other one. And that should be all we need there. Oh, okay, let's get out of here. It's not letting me go down. Oh, because that torpedo's in the way. Okay. Let's go on up here. Okay, we're almost ready to go. Going through here to get protected from that radiation down there. Now on the left there, you'll see that there's a ladder, and that will lead to our little escape hatch. Let's look around, because there's one more thing we actually need that's in this room. Looking around the engine room, you see large turbines, generators, pumps, and tanks. The drive shaft whirls amidst a maze of pipes and catwalks. As the far bulkhead, you see a glass enclosure which houses computerized panels used to monitor and control the nuclear reactor. Looking toward the stern, you see a ladder leading to the escape hatch, but it doesn't mention something kind of important. If you look, there's kind of like a thing over here. See what appears to be a closed compartment. Located next to the compartment is an electronic button. Okay. And we have this special thing here. See a storage compartment with a dive vehicle stored in it. Located next to the compartment door. Okay. Get dive vehicle. Let's take a look at it first. Okay. You've left me responseless. How do I word this then? It's also called a diver. Check the diver vehicle by turning it on. There we go. The diver vehicle seems to be running fine except for a slight vibration. We don't want any slight vibrations. We don't want anything out of the ordinary because in this game, that's a death sentence. Okay. Check vibration. Vibration seems to be coming from the shaft. Okay. Closer look at the dive shaft. The shaft reveals a nut and washer used to secure the prop are missing. Jeez, who is maintaining this stuff? Alright, let's measure the shaft. That's what she said. With the measuring device, you find the diameter to be 1/2 inch. Okay. And this thing's kind of heavy, so let's return diver. Instead of lugging the dive vehicle out of the sub, you decide to put it back into its compartment until you need it. Okay. So we need a nut and a washer of 1/2 inch. Because yeah, if we were using that in our dive, which we need because it makes us go a lot faster, it would have broken on us. You open the cabinet door and see bins with various sized metal cylinders, bolts, washers, nuts, blah blah blah. Okay. Let's get a nut. And of course we want 1/2 inch. Get washer. 1/2 inch. Okay, so let's go back now. I promise we are almost out of here. We are so close. Okay, let's put back hammer. Get wrench. And of course we want the 1/2 inch. Okay, push button. Let's get our diver all ready to go. Okay, so here's something that kind of bugs my OCD a little bit. So see my score, I have 206 out of 300 points. That is the max amount of points I can have right now. That's a good thing. So let's install washer. Slide the washer onto the shaft. Right now my score should be 207. However, it is still 206. That's because the version I'm playing is the version 1.023, which has a bug that doesn't give you that point. So I'm not going to get full points on this, technically. I mean, I'm doing everything to get full points, so if you're playing along, you will. There's a later version, 1.033, that was on the Amiga, that gives you full points, so if you're thinking of downloading this game, I recommend trying that. But, yeah. Maybe I should have downloaded this on GOG, because maybe they fixed that. I don't know. But I still will be showing how to get every point. So I'm just going to count that this is a full point run. Let's put that nut on. You hand tight the nut flush against the washer. Don't forget to tighten the nut. Using the 1/2-inch wrench, you securely tighten the nut down. Nice. Okay, now let's return that wrench. I don't think we even have to do this, but I'm just going to do it just to be nice. There we go. And we should be all set. Oh shoot, there's one thing I forgot to do. So we've got the diver, we can actually install, enter coordinates into it. Okay, so waypoint 1, that is going to be that oil rig. So the distance was 2850, and the heading, which is the number that we saw when we were looking at the periscope, where is that? 282. And I'll show you why we're doing this once we get underway. So to get to shore, 640. The heading was 40. Okay, there we go. Now we're on our way. Actually, let's look around. Okay. There's some scuba gear and a button in the corner. I'm going to save the game. Ooh, everything went quiet. Okay. Now let's go ahead and push that button. What's the worst that can happen? Oh. Well, that wasn't a good idea, was it? Well, now you know what this room is for. We sure do. So let's put on our suit first. Put on scuba gear and press the button. So you just press the button automatically once the scuba gear is going. As the hatch begins to fill with water, you prepare yourself for the task ahead. So yeah, this part is pretty difficult. You need to be going fast. Especially if you want to get full points. I'll show you in a second. It's kind of dumb, but yeah. You wait as the hatch completely fills and pressure equalizes to the water outside. You reach up and open the exit hatch, which gives you access to the Mediterranean Sea. You slowly clear the launch chamber into the open sea. Goodbye, submarine. You squeeze the acceleration on the dive vehicle and begin to maneuver away from the Black Hawk. Bye-bye. As the image of the USS Black Hawk fades, a strong feeling of insecurity comes over you. Yeah, that would be pretty creepy. So we have, so I'm just going to show you the way, so you just follow me. We have this thing in the upper right that kind of shows us where we're going. But I'm just going to show you the quickest route to get there. Because that air in the upper left, it goes down pretty quick. And yeah, luckily we have a little dive machine, otherwise we'd be going a lot more slowly. So I went 3 screens up, now I just want to go left as much as possible. Because eventually we want to be... Because that heading there, it's 270 now, but it's actually going to change as we keep going left. Even though it doesn't look like it right now. And the yards is showing how far away we are from that. So that's why it was... that's why we didn't put those coordinates, to kind of like tell us where we're going right here. And there's the oil rig. Nice. Okay, let's plant bomb for a good spot to place the explosives. You start the timer. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't think it'll ever explode with you on the screen, so I don't think there's anything with that. So now let's go to our second destination, which is the shore. And this is going to take a while. So how you folks doing? Doing great. I just got a brand new Steam Deck. Very early Christmas present. I'm so excited. It's so much fun. Because like my computer isn't doing too good nowadays. It can't play a lot of even the most basic games right now. But with my Steam Deck I can finally play those things, and I also kind of worked it to be able to play games for GOG and on Epic Games. So I can finally play all those free Epic Games I've been getting all these years that I haven't even touched. So right now I'm playing some Far Cry 3, which is pretty fun. I was trying to play it on my computer, but like for some reason it's like this version of Windows makes it crash every 30 minutes, but Steam Deck uses Linux, which is really good with playing older games like that. Like I'm saying like late 2000s, 2010 games, which are like weird. Alright, anyway, we are almost there. I also plan to play a Witcher 3 very soon, finally. I wanted to play that one for years and years. Wait, we are almost where we need to go. And we made it, and you actually get a score based on how well you did. So, anyway, yeah, I'm pausing here because, like I said, we need to conserve as much air as possible. So I'm going to save the game, and I'm going to show you a few things here that don't make sense to me, but whatever. So we just need to go straight up. That is our destination, is straight up. But let's see what happens if I try that. Yeah, you can get caught on a lot of things, which really screws with you. You feel a tug on your scuba vehicle and realize that you've been detected by some magnetic field across the harbor entrance. Forced to service by enemy scuba divers, you are captured. Yeah, there's some sort of magnetic device that senses us when we pass through. So remember when I was playing that card game, we won a special device that's supposed to turn those off. So let me show that off. Turn on device. You activate the electronic device. And if we do that, we are there. This is exactly where we need to be. However, what is so stupid about this? I'm going to explain to you right now. We don't get full points for that. You get full points for doing it the hard, long way, because you never had to win that device. It just makes things easier. If you're playing this game, following along, and you don't care about getting full points, I highly recommend it just doing this, not bothering with this next part, because this next part sucks. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you how to get full points, and getting just like this part just doesn't make sense from a point of view. Whatever. All right, let me show you. So what I'm going to do instead, so if you see right here, there's like a little hole. That's a cave exit. We need to find the entrance so we can get around. So that's what I'm going to do. I do like all the little sea creatures they put down here. They do put some good details on this stuff sometimes. Anyway, if you didn't win a bottle from that guy, this is where you would get it. But here's the cave entrance right here. Now here's another stupid part. So you need to get around this cave and find like where the exit is. When you light a flare, bubbles will kind of like go in the direction of like where you need to go to get to that exit, because it's sort of like going up. I don't know exactly the logic of it. I guess it's supposed to be like bubbling to the surface. However, if you do it exactly where you follow the bubbles exactly where they go, you won't get full points. You get full points for taking the shortest route. So I'm going to light the flares, but I'm not necessarily going to follow the bubbles. You'll see why. Also, you want to make sure you light all your flares. Each time you light a flare, you get a point. Even though you don't need to light all your flares, getting full points dictates that you do need to. So for each screen, I'm going to light a flare twice. See the bubbles going up? So that's actually where we're going to go the first thing. So like, yeah, you see those things going to the north. And I'm going to light a flare again, just because we need to. And this sequence takes forever. I wish we could skip it, because yeah, you can easily run out of air in this last section here. Okay, lit 2 flares, so let's go north. Like, you don't even need to light these flares, you can literally just like follow my directions without lighting the flares and you're fine. Light flare, it's going to tell us to go left. Now the direction it's going to have is going to try to have us go left and then up and then right. But there's no need for that, we can just go straight up. So let's light a flare again. So you notice, and yeah, sometimes the flare will be a dud, which if you're trying to do this legit, you have just enough flares to get through, which means you would be screwed at that point. Like, it's random if the flare is a dud or not. So you still get the point for it, luckily. Yeah, instead of going left, just go north. Okay, light flare. One more time. Alright, and our air is kind of getting short, so let's mosey on through. Now this part is actually pretty hard. Let's see, where am I? I don't even see myself. There I am. Okay, I'm going to save right here because this part can be a little tricky. Now if it takes you too long to do this, I just recommend you restore again. You just need to go through this hole here. However, it is really hard to like get the correct maneuvering to get through. Like, I'm taking too long, so I'm going to like restore and then skip to when I get it right. Oh, I made it. I kept, like, that part was giving me even more trouble this time than it has before. Because if it gets stuck too long in there, you waste way too much air. Alright, so let's go down a bit more. Where am I? Seriously, where am I? Oh, there I am. Okay. So 2 more flares to light. Hopefully I'm doing this quickly enough. And 1 more, our last flare. we get out, we should get 10 more points. Or not 10, 8 more. Let's see. So I'm gonna... Oh. Okay, I'm gonna save here. And we're at a spot, and the point I was trying to make is that you would have 2 points less. Oh, there's our net. You had 2 points less if you took the longer route. And you'd probably be out of air, too. Okay. Oops. So remember that coded message that we got that said to show that we're there, we're going to put a bottle in the net, and then when the net comes back down, without the bottle, it shows that we are safe to go. So you look around making sure nobody can see you as you put the bottle in the net. My cat's trying to jump on my lap right now, which is not a good place to be right now, buddy. So we have to wait for the net to come down. And like, we've got to be doing this quick. We are just about done here. Come on, net. Okay, there we go. So before we go up, we need to go this way. My gosh, I'm like having to like place my hand on my cat's head to stop him from jumping into my lap, which is where my keyboard is right now. And then we hide diver, because this thing would be very conspicuous if somebody found it. Oh, we are just about out of air, but I think we can make it. Like literally when I was doing this on my test run, I was like an inch away from surfacing, and then I ran out of air, and then like it said, you were forced to surface and were captured. It's like I was already surfacing. Oh crap. Okay. No, go up, 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 up. Oh, we made it. We made it. That is like another one of the worst parts of the game. I think we're done with all the worst parts of the game. So now we are actually finally at our destination. Whew. So, can we find the ambassador and save him and save the day? You just got to find out on the finale of Let's Play Codename Iceman. Thank you for watching and have a good day.